As we are very satisfied with Mutya, our 2020 Polycraft Tuff 300, and for safety considerations, we decided to search for a similar body boat. This led us to a remote town in Batangas, Philippines, where we found a neglected 2018 Polycraft Tuff tender instead. It was in such a sorry state that we almost turned our backs as fast as we arrived. There were deep scratches, burn marks, and stains all over the body that almost scared us away. However, we felt that this boat needs tender love and care the most, so we decided to bring her back with us. Of course, the deciding factor was her color. Yellow was a standout. As soon as we got back boat base, we examined the boat closer and was further discouraged when we found that some scratches are not merely superficial. However, the Rubicon has already been crossed, so to speak, and there was no turning back. Luckily, we also discovered that the poly body, or the plastic body, is so thick that we can sand the scratches without compromising its structural integrity. We then started her journey with some sanding, beginning with 80 grit to remove all the deep scratches as much as we can. Then we proceeded with 220 grit to remove the stains, then 120 for a finer finish, and finally 1000 grit. We engaged the help of Mang Jun, our painter, to lend us some expertise, although there is no painting to be done here. The group also, including Captain J, Captain E, and yours truly, all dip our hands into the task of bringing Stella to her old glory. By the way, it was my wife who gave the boat the name Stella. The sanding was not easy. It was as if some fine sand dissolved into the plastic body because of the heat of the sun. But that is just guesswork on our part. What is clear is that there were left some fine black particles on the poly surface, even after the initial sanding. But as we made progress, as you can see, Captain J, the excitement grew and the discouragement was quickly replaced with hope and expectations. Between our real work and the COVID-19 lockdown in the Philippines, it took us more than 10 days to complete the sanding, which was done only during our free time. Most of the time, no one was available to take videos, which explains why the content of this matter was limited. So as you can see here, after all the sanding, we use our heat guns to try and bring back the plastic body's luster to as close to the original finish as possible. This technique was adapted from the Polycraft video here at YouTube, which inspired us to make or to take this undertaking in the first place. However, heating is not without a problem. While it brings a shiny looking surface, the same is rough to the touch. This is where we use the 1000 grit sandpaper, which we lightly scrub on the rough surface. We now turn our attention to the inner parts of the boat, particularly the deck and the floor, where there are non-skid designs embossed on the surface. This is challenging as we cannot just easily sand them without destroying the non-skid marks. After several experimentation, we found that if we soak the surface with bleach for 24 hours, the stain can easily be scrubbed using the good old scoring pads. There you see the stains with the non-skid markings. And after bleaching, scrubbing, and washing, this is the result. By the way, the video of the bleaching and scrubbing was accidentally erased, so we made do with the final pictures. We will return for more videos as we rig Stella with some fishing accessories in the future. Thank you for watching.